Alright, I'm going to try the GoPro HD, the GoPro Hero2 on the chest harness today. And I actually plugged a microphone in. You can see the microphone right here if you're looking at the little mirror there. And so let's see what this thing does. It's definitely a lot easier to deal with this chest harness than it was the suction cup that I had on the bike yesterday. I actually had the suction cup is on the it's on a V-rod. The thing that's in front of me is the air intake. It's not the gas tank. The gas tank's actually right under your seat. So basically, I had the suction cup connected to the air box hold cover, and I was a little bit worried that it might get kind of ripped off there by the wind or something. So I did have a lanyard on there, and the lanyard was connected to my coat. So I had kind of a contraption going. This seems really, really easy. If the sound turns out, this seems like it's going to be a really kind of good way to do this kind of thing. So today I'm gonna go into a little town. Well, it's a little town right next to my neighborhood here called Gotha, and it's a really kind of a pretty little place, and they actually have a gas station on the other side of kind of where I'm going through. So for some reason, my neighborhood. There's not a gas station within like 2 miles of me, and I'm kind of on the edge of a big city. It's kind of weird, but so I either had to go there or I head up the road. There's a 7-Eleven, up the road up on Apopka Island here, but I usually get gas at Mobil or someplace like that if I can. So I have to put premium in this thing. So whenever you find a curve in Orlando, that's a little bit fun. A lot of the roads are pretty straight, so it's like, oh wow, I'm on a curve, I have to turn. This one even had a little banking to it. A little NASCAR, I didn't have to turn too much. So here we go, we're heading into the huge town of Gotha here. Like I said, it's real cute though. There's the sign. Over here is Gotha Middle School. And then this bridge goes over the expressway. So it's the one that takes you down to Miami. And yeah, I'm really wondering about the sound. The sound on the video yesterday was kind of okay. I was using what's called the skeleton back on the GoPro yesterday. The GoPros kind of have a few different housing units, and there's a waterproof housing unit, but that doesn't give you very good sound at all. So most people who aren't in the water tend to use those. Over there, right across the road, is called Yellow Dog Eats, and I'll stop in someday for a little review of that place. It's really a cool kind of little neighborhood kind of sandwich and food shop and stuff like that. So they have a Facebook page that you can check out, the Yellow Dog Eats page, and I haven't actually been in there, but I keep seeing good stuff about it, or at least I see their Facebook page with these great pictures of this food, so I'll have to stop in there sometime. So anyway, I was saying yesterday I was using the housing with the skeleton back. Today I'm using the full-on skeleton housing so I can plug in an external microphone, and that hopefully we'll see how that turns out. I have that stuffed into my helmet, and I wear a full-face helmet, so that may or may not sound good, but we'll see. See some people putting out the political signs, and in a way, you know, it's like I always think, oh right, democracy, very cool, you know, everybody has their signs out and stuff, and in a way, by the end of this thing, I'll be like, I cannot wait till these signs are gone. But I think we're probably all that way. And this is a little elementary school on the left here. My kids actually went over in the Metro West area to the elementary school. But Gotha, I think Gotha has an elementary, and so does there's an elementary there. That may be the Gotha Elementary School there. Windermere, kind of probably the richest area in maybe the southeast, outside of Buckhead, you know, Atlanta area. There's just a couple of big, huge housing developments back there where a lot of pro golfers and, you know, basketball players and stuff like that have houses, and it's super nice back here. So one of the things you should kind of know about the town if you're driving around is that they have a very well equipped police force. There's tons of, you know, they have a lot of police for, I think the town's 1,200 people. They used to give tickets all the time. Like if, you know, this you know, people would be in this town, going through this town, you just wouldn't ever go over the speed limit because you just end up getting pulled over. I don't see that quite as much anymore. So I don't know if that's because of, you know, that stuff that happened with Tiger Woods last year. There was a little bit of a shake-up on the police force, and I don't really know what happened there. But they kind of got a little quieter after that. And I really, I like the police around here. They're really nice, and I think they take good care of their town. This is kind of the same little route that I took on my bike yesterday. It's kind of nice and shady, and it's very chill. It's not super fast or anything. You can just take a little ride around and think about things and not worry too much. You don't get too many people behind you that are really you know, in a hurry or whatever. So it's a really good chilled out place to take a little ride around. So one of the things I should note yesterday, in the video I had, there was kind of a point in the video where I started to like pull over. There was a woman in an SUV, and this thing was like bigger than a Humvee, I swear to God. And it was right, I think she was almost touching me. And there was somebody in front of me, so I'm sitting there thinking, oh geez, I mean, I'm not going around the guy on a double yellow, and and it's not gonna do much good anyway. She's just like, you know, she's just following me. So I thought, all right, I'm just gonna like pull over and let her pass, because wow, you know, and just, you know, hope to God she doesn't run into me. And so when I pull over, in the part where I pull over up there, she like pulls in behind me, and she like, that's where she's going, into this, you know, kind of gated community over there. So I was like, all right, that's fine. But you know, it's like, if you don't ride, well, when you drive a car, you know, it's like getting up really close to somebody who's already behind somebody else is not really a good way to try to make them go faster. And running into the back of a motorcycle can totally kill somebody. It's not just like, oh, I'll dent them if I bump them. You're gonna kill them, seriously. So watch out for that. So there's a lake on the left, there's a lake on the right. So pretty much anywhere you are when you're out riding around over here, you see sort of the lake over there. I hope I have this camera tilted right. Anywhere you are, you know, kind of around Orlando and stuff like that, if the road you're on isn't straight, you're probably running into a lake, because it's about the only thing they won't just, you know, build a road straight through. So anytime you're on curvy roads, it's because you're going around water usually. And there was a golf cart. So yeah, this is the golf course. This is the Windermere Country Club. And this is another thing, if you're on a bike, you need to watch out for golf carts around here, because they cross back there and they cross right up here. And some of the turns are kind of tough to find. So yeah, so here's another lake in the front. The thing about these little lakes is there's not really any access to these things. As far as I know, there's not a lot of public access to these lakes. You either have to have a house on the lake, or know somebody if you want to get a boat on one of them. The bigger lakes like Butler and the Lake Down over there, they do have boat launches on those lakes. So this is where I actually pulled over with that lady behind me at the Waterford Point. So yeah, giant SUV, watch out for it. So yeah, so when I came up with that Shady Roads blog, it's kind of, this is sort of where I was kind of thinking about when I thought about that. It's like, I'll do some rides out in the country, kind of farther west out there sometime. But it's one of those things where you're riding around all day long and you feel really super hot, especially if you've been on the highway or something like that. And you come into a town like this and you see these beautiful trees kind of over the road, and it's just kind of a great, cool feeling as you're riding around on your bike, you know. So and we're back to McGuire Road. One of the cool things in this town that they have are these roundabouts. So instead of stop signs everywhere on this fairly busy road that's small, they have these roundabouts, and really keeps the traffic flowing nicely. So Lake Down is on our left, and this there's like a park here called the Pines, and that's in our high school football team and things like that. We usually have our kind of picnics and things over at in that park. But that Lake Down is huge, really big lake, and I think Butler's even bigger. These are part of I think they're called the chain of lakes. There's a bunch of them kind of going all the way down to the Disney area. So which is about 10-15 miles away. So we'll head through this roundabout here. And you have to be a little bit careful. Some of the roads in Windermere are sand roads, so you could easily find yourself in sand if you turn off into a small neighborhood back here. So do be careful if you're on a bike that you're aware of it and looking at the road, because it can be kind of shocking. I did that. I was on a sport bike though when I first did it, and I didn't lose it or anything, but I was like, holy smokes, I slowed down fast. So somebody on a nice Suzuki. Hayabusa, I think, or V-Strom. I'm not sure what that thing was. Yeah, so on the right, now if I have this right, this is Lake Butler on the right, so it's a really large lake, and I'm not sure you can see anything of it from the angle of the camera. But also on the right, what you're going to start to see is a wall that's part of the Islesworth community. Islesworth is that community where, you know, Tiger and, like I said, a bunch of athletes and celebrities and stuff own homes back there. So it's just this gorgeous place. You can see the wall right there, and there's it's kind of neat. If you look at Google Earth or something like that, you can see check out the houses back there. They're pretty spectacular. And then on the left up here is Lake Down. Really big lake. A lot of people launch boats from right here, which is right across from Islesworth. So there's a boat ramp right there. And then interesting thing to know about Islesworth, if you go in there, I don't think you're going to be able to see it too well, but there's 4 sets of gates in there. Or, well, there's 2 sets on each side, but there's a gatehouse in the middle, and you need to, if you're visiting somebody, you can only get in there if you're visiting somebody, so they gotta know you're coming, but you'll have to give them your driver's license, and they actually make a photocopy of it and stuff. So it's really super high security, but very nice guys, nice professional guys working in there. So now at the corner of Apopka Vineland here and Windermere Conroy Road, they're building a bunch of new stuff. There's a Publix over here on the right, and they just put in a big Panera, and it's pretty happening. The lot over there is full, so we're kind of starved over here for nice stores and businesses in a way. I think they were overly zoned before, but I think things are getting a little bit better. And then over here on the left, kind of our neighborhood, my neighborhood restaurant bar thing is called MVP's, and that's a new place, but super good. And I went in there. I got to tell this story. I went in there and with my wife, and we ordered a little food at the bar, and I ordered jambalaya. And they brought me jambalaya, and it didn't really look like jambalaya. And I said, I think there's a mistake. I didn't really order jambalaya. And the bartender says, oh, that's jambalaya. That's just how we present it. And I said, oh, okay, great. And he's like, I can put it in a bowl for you. And I said, no, that's great. This is good. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure if it was the right thing. So we get to talking, and I said, oh my God, this stuff is so good. I said, the best jambalaya I used to eat kind of in Orlando was at this place called Lulu's Bait Shack over on I Drive. And the bartender says, I used to be the manager over there. And I said, oh my God, you're kidding me. So like for the next hour or so, he kind of regaled us with stories of Lulu's Bait Shack. Well, we used to take our kids there, and they used to give you an alligator when you ate, and it was just really good and really fun. Apparently, this place had a nightlife that I didn't know anything about, and they were kind of famous for body shots and stuff like that. So he just said that the place was just tons of fun, and you know, at night and everything, and it was just like a really wild time, you know, when he was manager over there. And but apparently, you know, I don't know the details, but the restaurant got bought and it eventually got closed down. Man, that had some of the best food in town over there, and I used to just love to go there now. So, but MVPs, excellent jambalaya. Actually, I've had the last 4 meals I've had there have been just awesome. So I would highly recommend that place. You know, if you're looking for a bite to eat, or you want to watch a, you know, football game or something like that, nice place to go. And then straight ahead, just to give you an idea what the landmarks are, straight ahead is the LDS temple, just a gorgeous church. And if you get a chance, take this ride up this road at night, and they light up that whole church. And if you do it from far enough back, maybe from a few miles back, say coming from Disney, you get the most gorgeous view of this church, and it's really something. So definitely worth looking at. I remember the first time I saw it when I came up the road, it was just like, oh my God, what is that? And it was just kind of inspiring. So it's definitely worth taking a look at. But I think I'm gonna be just about done with this this ride now. So hey, I haven't said this in any other videos yet, but I do have, you know, my blog is now from my biker blog is at shadyroads.blogspot.com. I have a YouTube channel for Brian JJ or Brian Johnson, so check that out. If you want to see any videos of Orlando or Central Florida or whatever, and you're interested in knowing about routes and things like that, let me know, and I'll see if I can kind of put it on my list of things to ride around and show off, because this town's got some really cool things to see if you're a biker, and I'd love to share those with you. So y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching.